Have you ever wondered what might make someone look like a villain to everyone else, even if they think they are doing the right thing? This is the story of how I became a villain in the eyes of some people, but only because I wanted to protect my kids. One day, my two children came to me and said they didn't want to go to their mom's house anymore. This was strange, because normally they spent every other weekend with her after our divorce. I got down on my knees and gently asked them, why? Did something happen? Did mommy say something that made you sad? Both of my children looked nervous, but finally, they started to talk. They told me that mommy's new boyfriend made them do strange things and asked them to keep it a secret. I was very worried, so I asked what happened. That's when my heart broke. They told me that he would ask them to stand in front of a camera and pose in their underwear, and he would take photos. Afterward, he would give them candy and go back to his room. At first, they were just excited to get candy, but after a while, they realized that what he was doing was wrong, and it made them uncomfortable. When they finally asked him to stop, he got angry and slapped my daughter on the face. My children went to their mom crying and telling her the truth about what happened. But instead of helping them, she told them to stop making up stories and accused them of being jealous of her new relationship. She even said maybe I told them to say all this. She didn't believe a word they said. I felt so angry and helpless. The first thing I did was call the police, but when the officer arrived, I was shocked. It was my ex-wife's brother-in-law, and he was a deputy. He said almost the same thing as my ex-wife. Stop telling lies and being jealous. I couldn't believe it, but I knew I had to do something to protect my kids. I sent them to stay safely with my parents. I went to a local bar where I sometimes talked with two men who used to be in jail. They were my friends, and I asked them for help. Together, we waited until my ex-wife left for work, then went to her house. Her boyfriend was there, just as I expected. He was scared when he saw us. We made sure he couldn't yell. I wanted to find those photos, delete them, and warn him to never bother my kids again. But then, the boyfriend admitted he had been selling the photos to other people, and he had lots of copies ready to send. Suddenly, I realized how bad this really was. If my kids hadn't been brave enough to tell me, I would have never known. I got so angry that I lost control and hit the boyfriend to stop him from ever hurting anyone again. My friends pulled me away, but I knew I might get in trouble for what I did. I started crying because I knew if I went to jail, my kids might not be safe anymore. One of my friends tried to cheer me up, and for a moment I was just thankful for their help. Some people might think what I did was wrong, but I only wanted to protect my kids and keep them safe. I would do anything to make sure no one ever hurt them again.